Yeah.
I'm walking all the way to the end of the field here because I need to take a picture. Right, so this is the public road and I need to take a picture because we're going to build a second cabin right next to that tree, and so I need to take a picture here to show the authorities what that will look like. When we built our first cabin, we had to do that as well, so we just took a picture of the field and then Olav photoshopped the cabin into it so they could see, you know, what it would look like and if they would give us permission for the build. There's lots going on at the moment because we need to make a parking space. We do not have sufficient parking around the house. We can't put the cars on the street or alongside the street. So the mairie has asked us to create something, and we were very reluctant to use the farm field for it because we're very good friends with the farmer and we just don't really want to take more of his, well, it's our land, but he uses it. And then we've looked at all the options, and bottom line was that we really don't have any other option. So we have to create that in the field. And since we talked to the farmer about how it would be best for him, it turns out we'll have extra space to create the second cabin, which I think is a wonderful thing. And the most important thing, of course, is that we, you know, that the farmer and we agree about it, which we do. And what it means is that, let me turn the camera around. This bit of our garden, so the house is there. My mom and dad are here. Olav is installing the skylight in our future bedroom. And this wonderful cherry tree that I absolutely love gives us wonderful shade. But this part of our garden, see, this is where our neighbors are, so we are always respectful towards each other in terms of making noise and how we use our spaces. This is currently where we store our wood and where we park our cars next to the house. The idea is that this will be opened and graveled. Unfortunately, that is the only option to create parking here. And then it will give us another quite big strip here of the field where we plan to do a bigger vegetable garden in the longer run. And right here is where we'll build the second cabin. And then this would be the view of this cabin. And as you can see, the other cabin is there. So if you look at the terrace, it will be hidden behind the little greenhouse. And when the trees are green, you won't even see, because we checked this last summer when we first started thinking about this, when the mayor came to see us. And our private terrace, which is there, when everything's green, will be covered. You literally don't see anything. I've signed the offer for the parking this morning, so hopefully they'll come very soon, because that is really an urgent thing we need to fix. We cannot go into the high season without having our parking fixed. So I'm hoping that will be done maybe the end of March, early April. And then cabin build is definitely going to be a project for the longer term. We're constantly juggling everything that needs to be done and all the works that are left to be done. Just to look at, budget and timing and business and strategy, honestly. So that's what we're up to. But for now, short-term goals for me are getting the permission for the build and a couple of other administrative things that I need to do for that, and then the garden project. But as you can see, my mom and dad are here, and my mom was so eager to start, so she actually already started. And then there's 2 people coming in a couple of weeks, and hopefully we can fix this. Let me film my mom. And there is Olav installing the skylight. So basically our plan is to finish our personal living space that's in that area of the house, so we can move in there, start renting the cottage. And this part of the house, we might, we can't do everything all at once, so we might do that in 2 years' time or something. And it's just little steps, but we're getting there.
Als je hem daar kan monteren, of daar, en dan zit het natuurlijk belangrijk. Ik snap het. Ik heb het ook pas 3 keer gedaan. Nog nooit gedaan. Ik heb wel 2 keer later in de bril staan. Doe je zo je best om een beetje door te werken. Op de camera komt weer voorbij. In the pocket.
Progress.
Progress. Dus plank nou op 12 zagen. Want die is nu 20 hè?
Ja, dat is overdreven.
Maar als we die op 12 zagen, dan hebben we hier een hele beetje dat de gipsplaat tegen het hout, tegen het plank aankomt. Dan kunnen we straks met het stellen, kunnen we gewoon echt die... Bobbel!
And it was incredible. You just literally kind of exploded out the screen, and everybody who was watching just thought, that is amazing.
Okay, here's the situation. We stacked all this wood here before winter, and this middle pile is actually not dry enough, so we can't really use that. This was a wonderful way to store the wood properly, but we need to make a parking. The plan is to create it on the other side of the fence there in our farm field. And then this will be the driveway. So that means all the wood has got to go. We're going to put it in our hanger is the word. Hangar. So I'm going to put on some gloves, get my boys, and then we gotta just, I don't know how much this will be. I think this is close to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ster or something. Okay. Kom maar. Kom maar. Oh, zo is het goed. Perfect, dankjewel. Wat fijne houtjes eigenlijk. Voorzichtig hè? All right, that's an odd frame. For those who follow my husband's channel on YouTube, Olav, my husband, films all of our renovations, all the technical parts. You know, and you've seen that an incredible amount of stuff comes out of the house when we do the demolitions, and an incredible, insane amount of stuff goes into the house when you basically built a house within 4 walls and a roof. We've come to the conclusion that the building works that we're doing is not renovation, it is building a house really in former stables and former barns. And so we were doing the insulation of the barn from the inside. So the roofer did the insulation that's underneath the tiles. I won't explain that. Olav explains that in his videos. They've done that about 3 years ago, 3.5 years almost. And then we do the insulation from the inside, because you can't just insulate a roof from the inside, not the way that this one was built with this traditional house. So he was doing that with a friend last week, and we discovered that part of the frame, the wooden frame of the roof, is rotten in one area, one specific place. So I called the roofer. He actually remembered our project and remembered us, and said, could you come by and check how we need to fix that? And he's either coming today or tomorrow. And so Olav sent me to get some extra stuff like this for all the drywall that he's putting up, and other stuff that I need to return, and screws that I need to get. And then I'm also getting a piece of wood that's actually too long for the van, so I hope it's going to fit. I'll find a way. I'm going to the hardware store. We have several ones. There is one that is like the fancy one with all the nice interior decorating stuff. And there is one that is just for the real building stuff, like for real builders. So that's not one I like going to, because they don't have anything interesting. They just have like real builder stuff. So I'm going there now. Maybe I can turn this around some way and film some of the drive. Anyway, we're going there. Thanks for coming with me. I don't think I'm ever going to leave, because while I was trying to figure out, oh, maybe the camera can be there, the roofer replied and said that the 2 pieces of wood that I'm going to get are actually perfect. So I think we can officially leave. get our list and everything else. Right, everything is in. I can't close the door, but I'm just going to drive like this. The guy said it was fine, so I'll trust him on that. See, here's where we get everything. The sand, the gravel, all the parpaing, all the wood, beams, stuff. Drywall. I don't know what it's all called in English, so let's just go so Olav can continue. I typically am the one that's getting all these building materials, so in case you think I'm only sitting in my garden or going on hikes or brocante shopping, I'm not. Ja. Gaat het aan jou om dat ding te pakken? Moeten we even samen doen. Ja.